Hi everyone, Jackie here from Creative Agenda again. Looking forward to introducing a fantastic young chef from Manchester, Chef Exose. He was a MasterChef Professionals finalist back in 2019, and he's presently making his own way in the culinary world with a couple of great new businesses. Here's a short clip from Hospitality Action before we start this cook.
Ollie Hoyle, Catering Manager.
Peter Molar, Doorman.
Ricardo Oliva, Concierge.
Ulrich Edwards, Concierge Assistant.
We've got you.
Linda Anderson, cafe owner.
Ioana Georgiou, junior sous chef.
Nuno Pinto, bartender.
Mark Black, head porter.
Andrea Demir, receptionist.
We've got you.
Aaron Dixon, apprentice chef.
Federica Pinna, pastry chef.
Sabino Mazzone, pastry chef.
Himari Bochke, barista supervisor.
We've got you. Shwam Maharjan, sushi head chef.
Mitchell Collier, duty manager.
Anna Grabczewska, public area cleaner.
Whatever you do in hospitality, isn't it good to know that someone's got your back in case anything goes wrong?
Hi there. Hi Exose. Hi Darren. Are you with us? Awesome.
Yeah, back now.
Hello.
Now.
Okay. So Exose, you've got a fantastic risotto dish for us today, I understand.
Can you hear me?
We can now. There you go. You've got a fantastic risotto dish for us today, I understand.
Yeah, so I'm doing a spiced crab risotto for you today. I'm just gonna throw a few spices, some ginger, some garlic and chili, and yeah, it should be great.
Very nice. On you go.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I've done the risotto a few times before actually. Just gonna start slicing all the vegetables. I want to dice it really finely, really. I want it smaller than the actual rice grain, because the main dish is risotto. I don't want like it's not nice to have a big piece of like shallot or chili in it. It's not a shallot or chili risotto. It's a crab risotto, so the big pieces will be the big chunks of crab.
That sounds good. We have a good luck message for you from Jason at Riso Gallo to say good luck and all the best.
Yeah,
No
just
pressure.
then.
No pressure.
So with your dish then, chef, what type of rice are you using? Are you picking any particular type of grain?
Yeah, so I'm using this one here. It's a mature. Jason called me yesterday and explaining about it. So it's been matured for 1 year, and what that does is like it creates like a hard outer shell on the rice. So that makes it like harder for it to overcook, really. So you just get perfect risotto, and then the taste as well is different as well. You can't find these in store, but you do have these ones. So this is the one I normally use.
Yep.
The cannaroli. And so with this, you can toast the grains in a pan, and then that will create that like harder outer shell, and that will make it also harder for it to overcook.
Yeah, I suppose that's an important part of it. Toast the rice early on so it imparts some of the flavour into the dish right from the start.
Around five people.
So I've used yellow rice myself a few times, and I agree with a comment that just come up on the screen there. It's one of the best rice in the business. The variety you can get, you can tweak your dishes quite easily by just changing the different types of grain that they offer.
Yeah, it's one of the. I love using yellow. It's like one of my favorite rices, and there's just loads of different types as well that you can buy, and it only takes literally about 17 minutes for it to cook if you want it tasting al dente. For those that don't know, al dente is just like a slight crunch and a little bite to the rice, so it's completely soft.
Yeah, I prefer it with a little crunch on myself. Tastes better.
I love the crab as well. The fresh crab is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so the crab I've got is just the cooked crab meat. I just found this in Costco, but it's hard to find crab in like supermarkets and stuff. But you can look online and you can get crab.
Yeah, like I say, the risotto varies so much from area to area in Italy. You know, your northern risotto to your southern risottos are completely different. Are you based yours on any particular region today, or has it just gone for the flavors that you like yourself?
So I've just gone for the flavors that I like myself. I've not done many risottos before, but I do know flavors, and this should work really well. Like ginger, crab. It's almost like a bit of Thai flavors, really.
Yeah, I know that. That's a little bit different. So you got the chili going in there. You got some garlic and some ginger. And you're saying earlier before about the spices, you can really adjust the flavouring of the spices, whether you want a real nice strong kick for it or just a gentle, subtle background heat to it.
Yeah, so it's depending on how hot you like your food, really. So I'm putting half a chili in it. I took the seeds out as well.
Yep.
That I put in it as well. I've only put a little teaspoon of this, and then obviously you can put more as well.
So how long are you cooking your rice for?
So the risotto, my rice, from start to finish, when I start cooking it, it should only take about 17 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, we have a question as well asking how much liquid you put in, but you can explain that as you go through, yeah?
Yeah. So I don't really have a measurement. I just do it by eye, but I always add less. And then you can keep adding more. But what you can't do is if you have too much, you can't take it away.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And it's all about that wave near the end. I'm sure we're going to hear about the wave near the end when we get to it.
Indeed, yes. Critical part of any risotto.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other part of it is I always get the pronunciation of it wrong. The mantecatura.
Mantecatura.
Yeah, you heard about that. That's a critical part. It's mainly a Spanish word, really, which means adding the butter, not what the Italian cheese, which some people think. Basically means to whip or to beat or to stir in, and that's the important part. I think the risotto is getting that right. You get the really creamy texture at the end of it.
The texture at the end of it, yeah. So did you say was that with butter?
Yeah,
I don't use that in mine, but my veg is chopped now anyway. So I'm just waiting for the pan to heat up, and then I'm gonna start frying the veg. And then when that gets soft, I'm gonna add the rice. And then I also use white wine. So I've just got a Chardonnay, a cheap bottle from Asda. It's only about £5. And then I've got some vegetable stock as well.
Yeah. I mean, you've just hit the nail on the head there. So a good risotto should have three main things. So you should have your salt, you should have your fat, and you should have your acid. So you've got the acid coming from the wine there, which will obviously take away the really richness from it.
Yeah, it takes away the richness. With mine, I don't put butter in my risottos.
Okay.
So it's so we won't have much fat anyway. But it's got the mascarpone cheese. It's got the parmesan. It's still really, really rich.
Yeah, so you got the fat coming from the mascarpone there, then.
Yes, instead of butter.
Sounds fantastic.
Some fresh coriander here as well that I'm gonna chop and fold through at the end of the risotto as well. So just for like texture, flavor, and presentation as well.
Okay.
Good.
Starting to get hungry now.
It's a lot harder when you're doing it from home, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a lot harder when you're doing it from home and you got somebody asking you all these questions all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. Like at work, everything's there. It's just it's so quick at work. But yeah,
you can't work out what the camera's doing, whether the camera's on you or not. You just got to get on with it, haven't you? Let us chat in the background.
The camera's just here on the pan. So when I add my things, and then I'll move it back up. So just the shallots and chili that we've done before. Say I'm only doing one portion here, but you can add more shallots, more chili if you're serving the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a great idea to use
I've done half a shallot. I've done about a third of a chili.
There will be no wastage in this dish, will there?
And I'm going to use about 100 grams, 120 grams of the rice. So that's in there. So I've also got some ginger puree that I'm going to add a little bit. Just a little squeeze from the bottle, or if you have the actual tubs, you can just put like half a teaspoon. And I've got some garlic here. Oh, it's not going to open. And this is our Thai curry paste. We're going to add that after we add the rice. So I'm just going to mix these pastes in. I don't want it really to colour. I don't want it going dark because the risotto is quite like a plain white colour with just the bits of the green going through it. So I'm going to add the rice right now. So I'm using the mature one, but you can find your cannaroli in the normal supermarkets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think what you just said there about keeping the rice with no colour, keeping your onions and your shallots with no colour. This is the important part. A lot of people take it too far, so you start to caramelise everything, and you're defeating the object then of the risotto.
Yeah. So the risotto is quite like a plain colour, unless like you're doing like, even if you're doing your coloured risottos like pea, you'll still keep it like a translucent colour.
Yeah, really important part of it, getting it right. That base flavour and that start will give you impart the flavour near the end. So
yeah,
I've had a question just come up. Where do you get your flavour inspirations from?
So my flavour inspirations, I don't really travel much abroad. I just love to like just experiment really and throw things together. And like, oh, this tastes good. And also like watching a few like cooking shows, just seeing these top chefs just with different flavors, just really inspiring.
And I think that's the thing there. You know, a lot of chefs will try something they see on telly, maybe change a little thing and tweak things, and then the recipe becomes your own. And I think it's important that we're, yes, the basics are important with the young chefs, but also allowing them a little bit of flair and a little bit of imagination to try these things out.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like I said, we do teach the basics.
A lot of inspiration on shows, and that's what really inspired me to go on cooking shows. Like I've participated in Bake Off. I'll switch this to my face now. Participated in Bake Off to Professionals and Master Chef to Professionals, and yeah, just love showcasing my skills really, and I love to inspire other chefs, other young chefs like me. So hopefully I do.
Yeah, I think we speak for a lot of people when we say that you did do that. You were very inspirational in there. I loved watching it.
Thank you. Yeah, I got loads of messages come through. So I'm just gonna add my copy paste now. Just literally a tiny amount. This is really spicy. Because I'm only doing one portion, I'm only gonna add about half a teaspoon. So and my stock is also vegetable stock. I just bought a vegetable stock from the store. But to add more flavor, I tried looking for like lemongrass, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So you can infuse lemongrass and ginger into your stock.
That sounds good. Mint grass and ginger.
Yeah, add another dimension to it then as well by adding that. Like, it's difficult these times at the moment. You know, I'm lucky around here. Our suppliers that we use at the college are still doing deliveries. That they've diversified their business to deliver to homes. So everything I needed yesterday, I was really lucky to be able to get all of the stuff I needed. But it's difficult at the moment because a lot of the shops and a lot of the supermarkets haven't got things in. There's huge queues. So I'm really trying to champion, the local supplier and a small little shop, get people out buying locally and supporting your local producers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank goodness all the panic buying of the beginning of the month is away there. That was a terrible time for everyone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Couldn't get anything.
I'm just gonna add some more.
Hopefully after this, everybody will still keep supporting the local suppliers, the local small shops, local butchers, rather than everybody rushing back to the supermarkets again.
I think like local surroundings we all live in, it's given all of us that little bit of time to explore what's literally on our doorstep, whether it's a shop, whether it's a new walk, whether it's, you know, just a new set of people to wave to. It's nice.
Yeah, and these type of dishes, obviously the dish I did yesterday and what Exose is doing today, these are dishes that everybody can create at home. So we can all go and do these fancy restaurant dishes and what we do in the restaurant, but let's try and get people more cooking at home as well. So
the only thing that I'll say is quite hard to get is the crab. But you can also substitute that for a different flavor. You can do your mushroom risotto. There's so many versatility.
Absolutely. The one thing I do know after the end of this lockdown period is that the queue for the MasterChef applications for 2021 will be the length of the country. We have
the 2021 has been cancelled, hasn't it?
No.
But yeah, it will be really lengthy, really lengthy.
Absolutely. I have the pleasure of working with Darren at college sometimes, and even he's impressed by the terminology I've picked up over these past couple of weeks.
I'll tell you what, you've picked up no end over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, it's frightening, honestly. Jason from Riso Gallo is saying to tell you that it's a great job so far, and he's glad that you're roasting the rice first.
Yeah, even though it's matured and still roasting it first, I've added the white wine now, and now all that white wine's completely reduced. There's no white wine there, so now I'm going to add my stock and cook the rice.
And have you got your stock at a certain temperature at the moment?
Yeah, so sorry, I heated my stock up first in a pan.
Yeah, so again, another important part. So we're not reducing the temperature of the rice when we're adding the liquid to it. The important part
definitely.
is reducing out.
Yeah, if you just add the cold stock, it'll just shock the temperatures. You want to keep it all that same temperature so it continues cooking perfectly.
Yeah. And you can see that happening now because we can see on the screen all the steam, everything that's coming out of it as you're adding the liquid.
It's looking good.
Definitely.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's smelling great as well. If you can smell it right now, it's smelling absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So just want to keep it on like a medium heat. You don't need risotto on a furious heat. Like a lot of people say you need to stand by the pan and keep stirring it and keep stirring it. You don't really need to do that. You just need to keep it on a controlled heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's the important thing. Keep it just at
and that's not what we want.
Temperature.
Yeah. Jason's also asking if you were allergic to shellfish, what other type of fish would you consider putting into a risotto?
Okay, so I've not done another fish risotto, but literally anything like with the fish one. So I would love to do like a salmon risotto, like salmon with chili and lime. That would be great.
You can't go wrong with salmon.
Sorry?
You can't go wrong with salmon. I love salmon.
You definitely can't. But yeah. Just make the risotto as normal. And then at the end, obviously, when I'm adding my crab, you'll just replace that with salmon. Also, I've done a haddock risotto before. That's absolutely gorgeous. With a poached egg on top. Just amazing.
That sounds good, doesn't it, Darren?
That sounds really nice, actually, yeah. I can just imagine eating that now and cutting through that yolk. And
I know, yeah.
And then that yolk just pours into the risotto.
A little sprinkle of black pepper and sea salt on the top. Just the job.
Yeah, I love doing I don't like putting butter in risotto, so I love doing rich flavors. So to replace that butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, like you said there, with the crab, you've got some powerful flavors in there. The crab will speak for itself by adding it at the end. You're not drowning the flavor of the crab. You're just adding to it.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I've not added much spice either. I don't want to take away that crab flavor. It's a crab risotto.
Yeah. So the main flavor will through.
Just heating up some more stock in case I need to add more. But basically, I just added. So I used about 120 grams of rice. So just added around 250 liquid. So I've doubled it, and then that will reduce down. And then if I need to add more, I'll add more. And then once the risotto is cooked, it's just finishing off really. So add in your crab, your herbs, your parmesan, and your mascarpone.
Yeah, and that's the important part where you add in the last few little bits in at the end, and you're getting that wave. And I always forget.
Almost like tidal wave.
The wave's the Alondra, I believe.
Yeah, the Alondra.
Yeah.
I always get caught out. For some reason, one of those things that just does not stick.
Just like the rice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have your on a furious heat, then what it will do is it won't cook it properly, and it'll just burn at the bottom as well. So, and then if you stir that burn will just go through the whole risotto.
Yeah, we don't want a paella off you, do we? We want a risotto. So,
yeah. And it's really a really simple dish. Like you can I can just leave this now and go to do something else. You don't have to constantly stand here and watch it.
I'll just give you a time check. You've got about another 20 minutes.
Perfect. Okay. It'll be done by then.
Good.
So I'm just going to add a bit more stock.
I can just imagine sitting there eating that with a really cold, chilled glass of dry white wine. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Like after this, I'm gonna eat this with some of the leftover Chardonnay. I've been really busy today. Like I do my Exose at home every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I've just been packaging and delivering all their food orders really.
I think, like a lot of people, we've all forgotten it's actually Monday today. It's very confusing at the moment to remember what day it is.
It is.
I think a lot of us got completely confused after the bank holiday Friday at the beginning of the month. That threw a lot of people out.
Yeah.
And of course, being at college, it's every day is the same, isn't it, Darren?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they're all sort of blended into one. So, Chef, just touching back on what you said there about some food deliveries, are you doing that for the vulnerable, or is it something?
So it's everyone and anyone really. So all you have to do is just place an order, and literally anyone is a microwave meal. So the food will arrive cold, and then you just simply reheat. The idea was mainly like from my sister. She's got sciatica, so it's hard for her to like move around and cook a lot. So just like ready meals already in the microwave, already in the fridge, and then you just pull it out and put it in the microwave really.
Yeah, and that's absolutely brilliant that chefs are changing and turning their hands to things like that. So if anybody wanted to order your food, how do they do it?
Yeah, so you can also email Exose -grant@outlook.com. So that's my email address. You can email that. There's a phone number on my Instagram page that you can call to place orders, or you can just message me on the Instagram as well.
And of course, you can contact Exose through this festival site as well, and we'll pass any messages on. Yeah. You've also got a tremendous cake company as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So I'm really busy. I love creating my own businesses. So I started my own cake company from 17 years old. It's called Granted Cakes because my name's Exose Grant. So Granted Cakes. And yeah, so I just enjoyed making cakes and for the family and stuff. And my family like, this should be sold like after seeing how it looks and how it tasted. So I decided to start my own company, and then just from there it just shot off like massively. Like I didn't expect it. I'm getting a lot of orders as well during these times as well. So just really busy with both businesses, handling it all on my own in this small kitchen. It's just really, really hectic.
Yeah. You're doing well.
What's your favorite dessert or cake to actually make?
That's hard because I love desserts, but it's gonna have to be something with. I love strawberries and cream or lemon and raspberry desserts. So I don't really like chocolate. A lot of people love chocolate. I can make great chocolate desserts, but I prefer to eat like strawberries and cream or lemon and raspberry. So one of my favorite is the lemon and raspberry choux bun. That's why I done it first on the MasterChef Professionals. Like I just got my best dish out of the way. Like there's no point trying to. If anyone's thinking of going on the cooking competitions, just use your best dishes first. There's no point trying to save it because if you do not get that far, you're going to regret it. So just use your best dishes first. And that's why I've done my lemon and raspberry choux bun. My signature dish.
Yeah, really good tip that is there. Really good.
Thank you.
So would you recommend for any young chefs to go and enter it?
Yeah, I definitely recommend it because like obviously before entering the show, like I wasn't that confident in myself and my own abilities, and it just opened a whole new world for me, and like I didn't expect it at all. Like even if you're not confident, just go for it. The best thing to do is just put yourself in the pressure really, and you will be surprised of how much you learn and what you can do. So I definitely recommend young chefs to go in it. even if they're not that experienced. Like, I didn't even know what the artichoke was. That was the first thing that I'd seen on the show, and then I was like, oh no. But no, it's just great. Just go on it anyway and just enjoy it, really. Just like, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You just got to enjoy it. And I was enjoying it. That's why I just kept smiling all the time.
Yeah.
We've got a few students at Loughborough that would benefit from this, wouldn't we?
Sorry?
Yeah, definitely. When we're out of lockdown and we get things back to some form of normality, I think it'd be great if we could get you in to do a little den with the students, maybe a guest chef with us, something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I've been doing some college work. So I've been at Manchester College, and I also went back to my old college, Trafford College. Been doing some work, been doing some dinners, working with the students as well. They all enjoyed it, and like they look up to me as well as inspiration. Literally, it was about 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. I was in that college as a student, and now look where I've become. It's just a massive inspiration for him.
You've come such a long way in such a short time. It's tremendous.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. I didn't expect everything to just happen this fast. And like when I started the Exose at home business, it just shot off rapidly as well, massively. I was shocked. But yeah.
We can see from your face how much you love what you do. That's the whole thing, isn't it? When you've got engagement, you're there.
Yeah, definitely. I love seeing the smiles on people's faces after they taste the food, and most importantly, I just love passing my skills on to the next generation and just inspiring people and teaching them.
Yeah, you're very natural at what you're doing. We're watching you now, and you're just chatting away. You're talking, you're doing your stuff. It's a very natural, like demonstration you're doing. It doesn't look forced at all.
Yeah, I've been told I'm just natural cook, really. Like on it before we went live, I was panicking. That's what I'm doing. Like that's just what I'm always like. Like before we went into the MasterChef kitchen, I was just panicking. I panic a lot and I stress a lot, but there's not really much need to because I'm natural at it.
Well, you're doing really well.
Thank you. Taste the rice. Check the flavors.
Stand there waiting for the
flavors.
But it's very natural.
Even professionals like you, Darren, get nervous occasionally when you're performing, don't you? It's just a confidence that comes as the more you do, the more you.
Yeah. Once you start cooking, if you really enjoy cooking, once you just start cooking, you can, like I'm talking, I was cooking now. I didn't expect this.
Now, aren't you?
This is my first time cooking live, by the way, as well.
Impressive.
So it's not got as much spice as I wanted, so I'm just going to add a bit more of my curry paste. Because you got to think, you're going to be adding the mascarpone, you're going to add the cheese and the crab. It's going to dilute some of that flavor, that spice.
So you're just coming up to the finishing touches of the risotto now and then putting it all together.
Yeah, so the rice is almost there, and then I can move on to my finishing touches.
That's been what, about 15 minutes or so to cook so far?
Yeah. It's been about 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna finish it for let it reduce down for another 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish it with my mascarpone and stuff. One important, we really don't want to overcook it. Like the thing with risotto is it's beautiful when you see all them individual grains and just eating it like that. When you overcook it, it's just mushy and it's just not a nice texture, really.
No. I'm looking forward to seeing this plated
What
up.
it smells like at the minute, I bet it's amazing out of that.
Can just that's just the ginger hit me straight away. The ginger and the chili and then the garlic is just fragrant. It's like Thai flavors, really.
You've impressed yourself, haven't you, Chef? Yeah.
I'm loving this.
It's like that when you get used to being in front of the camera. You just don't want to stop.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sad when this is over, but yeah, I'm happy. So plating up wise, so normally like I'll probably make an oil with it. So like a crab oil, shellfish oil or something, and then drizzle that over the top. But today, just for everyone to do it at home, really, I've just bought some cress. Just gonna garnish the top with cress, really.
Must be getting quite hot in that kitchen.
Yeah, I've got the window open. There's only one pan on, really, so it won't get that hot. But normally this kitchen gets really hot because it's so small.
Mm. Oh, little technicals at the minute.
I'm used to it, really. Like, if any of my brothers or sisters were to come in this kitchen, they're like, "Wow, it's really hot in here." But I'm just really used to it because I've worked in the kitchen for years, and it can get really, really hot.
Yeah.
I was also in MasterChef when they sent us to Portugal. It was so hot in there, and we just done it, and then we just have to deal with it, us chefs, really.
Well, yes, yeah. You're getting ready for plating up now, then?
So I've not even put any salt in this at all. Like, there's already flavour. That's from the paste and everything we've used. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt at the end.
Apologies, everyone. We're having a bit of technical at the minute. We'll be back with you shortly. I think you can still see Chef Exose and myself.
Yeah. Is it just Darren?
Yeah, it's just a little bit laggy. We'll pick it up.
Yeah, perfect.
At least we can reassure everyone that this is exactly a live cook. You know, this is not pre-recorded.
Yeah. I wish it was pre-recorded in case it messes up.
So what's it taste like now, Chef? Are we good?
So can you taste, I can taste the garlic, the ginger. It's just really fragrant. It's really beautiful.
Very nice.
I think I'm back in there. I can't hear things again. I lost signal there for a minute.
There you go.
Perfect. So I'm coming up to finishing touches really. Another minute, and then I'm just gonna add my mascarpone parmesan. Once you add like your mascarpone, your parmesan, your herbs, it's pretty much done. You don't want to, and your crab, you don't want to cook it for longer. Oh, I got a message there. Can someone read it? Can you read it out for me?
Yes, sir. Do you want the whole thing? Go, Darren. You do it.
Yeah, so it says, I adore you, as I say. I'm a professional student, cookery student in Cheshire West College. Would you come into the college and inspire us and show us some of your skills, please? I mean, that's a fantastic comment.
Yeah, definitely. I love doing college work. A lot of colleges have messaged me as well. So if you just get your teacher from the college to drop me an email and I'll reply to him. But yeah, a lot of colleges have messaged me. I've done some schoolwork. I went to a high school, Manchester Communications Academy, and I've done some cupcake decorating with the kids as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the pictures of that you put on Insta. They were very good. Yeah.
Yeah, just love teaching the next generation. Even if it's not the career you want.
Mm. How soon did you realise that you wanted to be a chef? Did that kick in straight away as soon as you started?
So it was high school time. Really, like I never really liked doing like GCSE exams, and like I was good at it. I was a smart boy, but I didn't like it. I didn't like sitting there just learning, revising, and writing. Like it wasn't me. I prefer doing something practical. So I chose to do hospitality and catering. And every time I was just in the kitchen cooking, the teacher would just be there like, everyone come try Exose food. Like, just give me that boost of confidence, really. Mm-hmm. I thought, wow, I'm good at this. I'm going to take it further and see what happens. So I went to do it in college. I ended up doing 2 years savoury, and then my final year I chose to do pastry. I just really loved it, really. And like, I was really privileged to get a job straight at James Mart in Manchester. Like I learned so much there, and there's just the people there, and James himself is just massive inspiration. It's just been really great, my career so far.
Yeah, we know ourselves, Darren, don't we? That when you have a student and that moment happens when they see that this is what they want to do, that just the joy that comes from that is amazing.
Yeah. Once you find out what you want to do, you just enjoy it, but you just got to make sure you don't overwork yourself. There's been so many times I've just overworked myself and just stressing out for no reason, really. But you just gotta find that balance, really.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna finish the risotto now.
Okay, Jason telling us at the moment that they're in the middle of the growing season, and if the weather in northern Italy continues, they'll hopefully see a massively good crop this year. They need to help recover some of the volumes that have been sold this year because of the higher than normal purchasing that's been going on.
Okay.
You know, obviously rice and pasta and stuff like that have been flying off the shelves, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely with flour as well. Like with my businesses, my cakes, and I really need a lot of flour.
Flour and eggs, isn't it? I know we've had shortages around us of eggs, particularly.
I just added a bit of more stock. I don't like it when the risotto's like really like dry and clumpy. I love it a bit loose. So stock. I'm gonna add some mascarpone. Just give it that richness.
Just a couple of spoonfuls, yeah.
For this tub in Asda. I've just got the cheaper ones, but you can get any one you like, really.
I think it's like when you have a great bread, you can put whatever you want with it. Right? Great rice, so you've got the substrate in place. Anything else is basically a bonus, isn't it?
The mascarpone will also thicken it as well.
You'll be starting to get that wave on the risotto soon, won't you?
Yeah, it's best if let me transfer it to a different pan, really. I should have transferred it to this pan earlier on.
What's the wave called again, Darren? Can you remember?
The Alondro.
No, Mantecatura.
Oh, I thought you were about the wave thing.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I love again. Second come back in. I'm having a nightmare this morning.
Yes. It's like listening to Norman Collier, but you know, it's all good.
We're back again now. I'm just saying now that looks so nice. The texture looks bang on. Look at there you go. There's the wave.
There's the wave. Yeah.
Really, I can just if you can smell what I'm smelling now, and well, that's it so far.
Yes.
You got the bits of the chili that we've bits of the chili, and then you can't see the shallots because of how small I diced it, and that's what I want. So the parmesan, that will just add a bit of a cheesiness and also thicken it a little. Just want a little bit. I don't want it too rich. And then the crab's already cooked, so that's why I'm adding the crab last. I don't want to overcook that.
Yeah, you want the crab to speak for itself. So by adding it in the last minute, you're not making it acidic or overcooking it or bitter.
So I'm going to just taste it now, check for seasoning. So like I said before, I've not put any salt at all, and it's already got flavour.
That'll be the garlic ginger kicking through, isn't it?
It doesn't need. I've not put any salt in it at all, and this dish really, it doesn't really need any salt because the flavour's there and it's already seasoned.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of salt in this.
A little bit of sea salt.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught Darren saying got a lot of salt coming through from the parmesan as well, so you don't need extra.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't need extra. Didn't know that. And so I'm gonna add the coriander as well. You can use any herbs really. Like chives is also a good one for risotto. So this is just adding more flavour and colour to the risotto. So in this pan now, we've got the green from the coriander, we've got the red from the chili.
That's looking so good.
And I'll tell you what,
as well.
Tomorrow that would make an amazing arancini.
Yeah, definitely. If I let it set down.
That's assuming he's got any left after this, of course.
We'll have to see. Well, I've still got loads more crab. I've got loads more ingredients. I can always make more. So I'm just going to add my crab.
I tell you what, from our point of view at the festival, the amount of you amazing chefs that are cooking for us, and you bring your pans to the screen and say, gosh, this smells really good. And all of us outside going,
That was amazing. And I love this crab as well. Like, you got the big bits of the claw as well. Don't know if you can see it. So you're going to eat into nice big bits of claw as well.
Makes you wish you were
one thing I kept saying yesterday. One thing I kept saying yesterday was, "Oh my God, the smell of this, the smell of it." And you just as a chef, you use the sense of you forget that nobody else is with you and can smell what you're smelling.
It still needs a bit more acidity, like you said before. So I'm gonna grab a lime and finish it with lime juice.
Oh, nice.
Because we got ginger, we got garlic, we got chili. Lime is the perfect combination for that.
Jason's popping up again saying, threatening to come over to the Northwest when lockdown's over and taste some of your cooking. Suffice to say that I will be with him, and also Darren. We'll have a bus trip.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. And I think what you're saying there, you've got some real tight influences going through that dish.
Yeah, really, really real Thai influences. We've done a similar dish at, when I used to work at James Martin as well. We had a Thai crab risotto, a very similar dish. But yeah, I just love the flavour of that really, and that's how I'm recreating my own version today. So I just added half a lime juice. I can smell that lime already, and just give it another taste.
And that'll really freshen the dish up without
it tastes fresh, it tastes fragrant. The crab as well is chunky. You can taste the crab. All the spices haven't defeated the crab risotto.
It just looks like a really good meal.
So that's my risotto done?
Yeah. Looks fantastic. Looks really good, really appetizing.
Yeah, this is my favourite part now, the plating up. I love to see this. We have memories of the students in college, don't we, Darren? Smoked dishes and herbs everywhere and all sorts of things.
Yeah. The risotto is a really simple dish, like so simple.
It's what you do.
I just love to stack it.
Look at that.
There's more crab in there.
This simple dish you can do, you can get it so wrong as well. Master the techniques of the risotto, then you can add a little bit of into it. But like I say, it is a very simple cooking technique, but it is something that can go wrong quite easily.
Yeah.
You've not got that rice at the right stage. Your stock is cold. There's loads of little things that can go wrong, but it is simplistic cooking at its best.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah. It very much appeals to me when people don't overcomplicate the dish, when you just let the flavours that are in there just sing out.
Yeah, just let everything speak for itself, really.
Yeah.
So there's my spice crab
risotto.
risotto.
Definitely something you can create at home.
It can be done in your home kitchen.
That's fantastic.
Thank you very much.
What you have to do now, Chef, though, is put a fork in it, taste some, and tell us what it tastes like, because we're all absolutely drooling here.
No problem. It's just,
yeah, that's now because we want to taste it ourselves.
Yes.
It's just fresh. It's fragrant. You can just see my face now. I'm just. It's amazing. Like that. It's really helped it all. Like, without the lime juice. It still would have been good, but the richness from the mascarpone. Or the spices.
We've got lots of comments.
I think we need to capture that image there as we tasted that food, because that just said it all.
Yes.
That face said everything. That was brilliant.
Yes. The joy of cooking, eh?
Yeah, there's lots of positive comments coming in now as well. Like this looks amazing. Flavors sound fresh, really good, fantastic. Yeah. I wish I could taste it.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a young lady thanking us for making it happen. We're so pleased as a little group of people that have put this festival together to bring you great cooking like this. Right? Perfect.
Yeah, and I think a massive thank you to the three people behind the scenes. You know, it was fantastic, and for me to be asked to take part in it, but it wouldn't have come together if it wasn't for for you, for Jackie, for Craig, and for Sean for doing it. So massive thanks to you three for putting this together.
It's been a wild ride for sure, absolutely. Right then, I think we're signing off now. So thanks both for taking part in this, and we'll move.
And when you think
what you say, Darren?
Brilliant, thank you. No, just thank you. It's great to be involved in that dish. Looked fantastic. I know what I'm going to have for my
hospitality action is a force for good.
Now.
We offer lifelines to people who work or have worked in hospitality and find themselves in difficulty or crisis. We help people set their lives back on track. But not all of our stories have happy endings. For April, a secondary cancer diagnosis meant the best we could do for her was to take any financial worries off her mind.
I was diagnosed summer of 2018 with sarcoma cancer and attended Christie Hospital here in Manchester, and from there I've been on a journey with various chemo treatments and an operation. Oh, I've known about hospitality actually for over 10 years. They've been very, very good to me. They have given me little Christmas presents. I came back on my holiday and I had a birthday present from them and a birthday card, which really surprised me. It was a nice little touch. I've been given a warming grant for heating, and I've been given different amounts of money paid at different times throughout the year. With VHA's help, I've been able to recently take a little trip down to London a couple of weeks ago, and with that I was able to sort of meet up with my friends, go out. We went to the West End, we went and seen the Tina Turner musical, and we had fun. You know, it doesn't take that much sort of to be with your friends and sort of having that sort of tranquility and fun. It's less pressure too. It's knowing that next month there'll be a sum coming in then too, and that'll pay off all the utility bills. So it's a safety net that's there, and I'm very, very grateful that it's there, that I'm able to use it.
Whatever life throws at you, isn't it great to know somebody's got your back when the going gets tough? Help us to help people like April, people like you. Hospitality Action. We've got you.